Glorious day to you, my friends. Nirata Adirekiachari. It's the 13th of March. Nirata Aditkiariada. And I thank you for another glorious day. Yaranayada. And thank you, Spirit, for this playground, this rabbit hole that I went down this morning. It was very humorous. Today, the inspiration of the video comes from I Ching Hexagram 29, which is water on water, which is why we're here at the water at Tampa Bay, Vinoy Park. So the water in heaven and the water on earth. There's so many ways to talk about this, but let's talk about it the way the I Ching talks about it for a bit. Because it first talks about it like there's an overwhelming amount of water, like you're drowning. So we're still making our way towards equinox. We're still in winter. And I was curious how winter was going to tie into today. This overwhelming water comes from Aquarius. Aquarius, the water bearer, dumps out this endless flow of water onto the earth. And to stop it from flooding, the big fish, Pisces australis or something like that, the southern fish, sits at the bottom of Aquarius and drinks all the excess water that the world can't handle. Is one of the promises that the earth will never flood again. And the major star in the southern fish is Faumalhaut, the watcher of the north, along with Archangel Gabriel. In 2500 BC, Faumalhaut marked the winter solstice and the beginning of the winter season. That's when astrology started to be documented. But the north or winter also represents death. And sometimes when we feel like we're drowning because there's too much water, too much emotions going on, tide's coming in, so I may have to move back a foot or two. And what do you do when you're being overwhelmed by emotions? When you feel like your head's underwater, and when there's too many problems and not enough solutions, or you're grieving from loss or guilt or shame, or gripped by fear, matters not. This hexagram talks about that a little bit. It also talks about doing the same thing again. You know you've been down this path before, but you're continuing to do the same thing and expecting different results. Someone said that's a definition of insanity, so maybe it's time to change something. And if you read the description, there's a couple of links and a couple of paragraphs that I pulled out of both of those links. This hexagram, water on water, is called K'an, and it reveals how we explore a path even when it feels dangerous. Whatever your question, there is an element of needing to go deep below the surface to uncover what is really happening, no matter how frightening. This is also where courage comes in. Courage comes in because we're doing what's necessary. We're doing the right thing in the face of fear, regardless of the fear. That's bravery. That's you being brave. But the keys here are going within. Courage. It's French. That also comes from Latin, which is being of the heart. And then one of the other paragraphs, one of the snippets, in man's world, K'an represents the heart, the soul locked up within the body, the principle of light enclosed in the dark, that is reason, or being too caught in your head, being too caught in your emotions, being too caught up in what you want, being caught up in the lower chakras, in the lower thought forms, in the material world, the light within the darkness. If you look at the Bhagavad, the yin-yang symbol, inside the yin, there is a dot of yang. Inside the darkness, there is always light. The light and the dark are intertwined. Sihatira nahati kuru. We'll speak some light language at the end. Niyarata hira. One of the snippets also talks about nourishing visions. Water is nourishing, nurturing. In the visions of your heart, quieting the mind, the overthinking of what our fear is, overthinking the emotions, overfeeling the emotions, overthinking about what it is that you want. But I want it, I want it, I want it now. There is a light inside of you, no matter what the darkness. It's the whole point of this. If we go within, we get to know that light. That is our light. That is God's light. That can sustain us through every negative emotion, every chakra blocker, every cycle of breath, every cycle of life, including death. Death is simply a transition from one idea to the next, from one life to the next, from one viewpoint to the next. And if you're facing death or facing grief from death or loss, it's a hard pill to swallow. It's a hard idea to come to terms with. But if you have the higher vision, if you're living in the heart center, if you find the peace, in this now, the contentment in this now, and nurture the visions of the new now, of the new life, of your 3 dreams during this winter period. That is the way of the heart. That is the I Ching. The I Ching is made up of 2 books. The Tao Ching and the Tai Ching, which is the way, the Tao, the way, and the Tai, which is your essence, your focus, your integrity, the secrets of who you are. And the Tai, or the Tao, is, basically the divine feminine, and the Tai is the divine masculine. But combined, they deal with the changes, which is why they call it the Book of Changes. Honoring your true essence, that light within. No matter what happens, you are peace, you are light, you are the holy fire. You were made by God in the image of God. We're just going to repeat ourselves, so let's just jump into the light language right now. Niarahasiha atakachi itukur husuunoro iri hataara haskana irohotoro huskushi otoro. There's a song within you, within that light, within the vibrations inside of you. There is a song of who you are. You can go with the flow and sing your song. Or you can be overwhelmed by the vibrations, by the sound. Wouldn't you rather sing your song? Nihisa ati tukuru tukurshkayeso urhanayera tati takarisanayera ta atari tuku. Isahashia saaya katata karska hai arhana asita tarishkoto urtunu tishaye tishka asa asisi rona ataryarha iskononor usha ayata aritiara hiskantari atakashka ayesoto urhanawati araha harsiniti arasakatakar husko oto nononor hatayara Iro hasaati ranahat katish koror hataya. Artkana haska ati korhotor hashkaesko. Hisanaria rati tkarias haniro tokorho. Kashiso ko ona hatari hatkachia rataharioto. Kishanara takatietka at kutkursa. Iskanarati Kariet kushka artut karwa. Isanat katita kariet kurska arhut kushisa. Hiskanata arhit kurhus aruto. Ishkahanarietaki. Itkananor hutsuta arietakaryashka ashka. Artanari roho. Kushkonor hutukur hasaya. Ataharietkusha ariataretakani. Atishko usa awashi isko utonor husiara. Arhatire arhakanonoro utkarwesioto. You are a beautiful song. Nirohataro husukutusha. The doubt inside simply dampens the song of your heart, of the true you. Niro hatakaryo sonoro tokurushko. Can you allow your heart to sing? Can you nurture your heart to sing? Can you sing along with your heart? Ni roto otukarska, your song. Ni rahatakutu, kishkiniara ariatukuhuna atarishi. Yakasa ni itukutucha. Saidito ta'arutu ushka isa anahiraka. You are a beautiful soul. Niratiarata. In this now and in every now, you are the holy fire. Niaratitiratukursha. Shine bright, my friends. So I thank you, my friends, for sharing in my highest bliss. Namaste, my friends. Oh, a bee just came and landed on me. I'll let him explore. So make it a great day, because why would you leave it up to anyone else?